Hi guys, welcome to Black Sheep Tarot, Esoteric and Things. Today we're going to do a quick reading, just a baby one if you've got a question and you're wondering how someone in your life perceives you, whether it be romantic or not. It could be any type of connection. It's just me a quick little 3-card spread, one card from our, dude, I just had a total brain fart on the most basic deck, the Rider-Waite Tarot. One card from the Modern Witch Tarot and one card from the Moon Tarot. So the first card's going to be how they see you. And the second card is going to be how they're kind of noticing your growth or what you think is different than how they see you. And then the third card is how to go about kind of correcting any changes or just how to move forward with the connection, okay? So go ahead and pick any pile that resonates with you. You can just go based on your gut, based on the crystal, based on the placement, whatever you would like. And without further ado, let's get into pile 1. Okay, pile 1. So you want to know how this person feels about you or what they think about you. So from Rider-Waite, we have Page of Pentacles in upright. Modern Witch, you have Page of Pentacles in reverse. That's really ironic, guys, because there's 78 cards in each deck. So to get the same one from each deck, that's a little crazy. And then you and your loved ones are safe. Okay. So I will go ahead and say, because you got this exact same card, one upright, one in reverse, they don't see you for how you think you are. They don't see you the way you see yourself. I will say that. And I would say if you're a self-aware person, it probably means they don't know you or they're not perceiving you accurately. And the Page of Pentacles has a lot to do with a young, fun, youthful, exuberant energy, which is especially with Pentacles. Sometimes it can be a little materialistic. Sometimes it can just be very sort of surface level, not too deep type things. And with it being upright, there's a lot of fun with this card, but there's also not a lot of depth. So this person's kind of seeing you as fun, maybe a little materialistic, possibly a little shallow. If the Pentacles do apply to you, which with this being a universal reading, it's going to apply to some of you. It's not going to apply to all of you. If you've been trying to impress this person with kind of material things, whether just mentioning the things you have or the places you're going on vacation, or maybe really dressing up in a designer, outfit or something like that, they see that, but then that kind of is making them think that's sort of all you are in your essence. And this is telling me that's not who you really are. It's probably either just how you come off. You have a fun-loving, very, very youthful energy, and the materialism is something people pick up on right away, but is not particularly accurate to who you are. So this is telling me this person doesn't know you. And if you feel like they should know you, if you feel like you guys have spent a lot of time together and they should know you better than that, then there might not be much you can do about their perception. Because with this, you and your loved ones are safe. It's saying that don't take it to heart, what they're saying. It's not really... this perception of you is not something that threatens you and your essence and your being and who you are, okay? And if you don't know them that well, or you haven't had in-depth conversations with them, or you just met them and you know that you do like to wear certain things and present yourself a certain way, there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, we, especially if you're in America or other countries, that's what we're kind of taught to do, how to present ourselves in society. And just because that's how they see you doesn't mean it's necessarily in a negative way. Just because you see someone, you're like, oh, they're really fun and lighthearted and they like a lot of nice stuff. That's not a negative perception, right? But they're just not seeing more to you than that. And there is more to you than that. And you either need to kind of show that to them or just accept that they don't really know who you are, because this is saying that their opinion doesn't affect you too much. If it's someone in your workplace and you don't understand why they're being dismissive of you, maybe it's a boss or a coworker who doesn't seem to take you seriously, that's why. So again, you and your loved ones and the people who matter, this is saying the people who matter know you and know the truth and know who you really are. So if you want to change this person's perception, I think you can. It's a pretty clear-cut inversion of reality, like what they're seeing. But it's also not, you know, it's not super important to what is really deep within you that you do this, okay? So, like I said, if you want to change that perception, if they've just gotten to know you, just, you know, have some deeper conversation. Show them the deeper levels of you. Don't be afraid. Don't be afraid to go there, okay? Because they already think you're beautiful. They already think you got everything going on. They already think you're fun and youthful. But if you want them to see more of what is inside of you, you got to show them, okay? All right. On to pile 2. If you chose pile 2, we have the Magician in reverse, the 6 of Wands upright, and communication is key. Okay, so this is actually a little bit similar to pile 1 in the sense that this person doesn't really see you in the way you want them to see you or with how you truly are. This person, the Magician, is somebody who is a little bit mystical, can make things happen, esoteric, brings things down, mysterious, and you have that in reverse. So they don't see this side of you that is spiritual and deep and has esoteric tendencies. But you do see yourself this way because you're the 6 of Wands. It's how you really are and kind of how you see yourself. You, because Wands is inspiration. And Wands is, that was my son, he burned his fries. Sorry about that. Inspiration, and it is the divine. The divines, this is the sign of the divine. And this is the sign of inspiration and the things the Magician somewhat represents. And being the 6 of that, that's a sign of victory, a sign of competence in that. You know, you are on this level that they don't see. The main difference between this pile and the last pile, you might want to look back if you were drawn to both, if you were tied in between, but the last pile was kind of saying it doesn't matter what they think of you. This pile is saying this person in your life should know you. They should get to know you. They should know the truth about you. With the new moon in Gemini, communication is key. You need to spend some time communicating with them and letting them know and see who you really are. Pile 1 had very similar first and second card vibes, but it said the people who love you know the truth. If you want this person to see something different and you go ahead, you can show them, but don't worry about it. Their opinion doesn't really matter. With this pile, this is either someone you're really interested in, who you have the potential to have a good future with, or you're meant to have a certain connection with for a while, whether it be romantic, friendship, maybe it's a boss that, you know, maybe it's affecting the way you are being treated or given opportunities in your professional life. But this is saying in this situation, you are going to want this person to understand and see who you really are. So be a little more authentic. Don't be so guarded and so rigid to where you give off this perception of just being very, you know, kind of surface level, one-dimensional type thing. You're going to want to go ahead and communicate with this person. And you don't have to outright shove it in their face. Just be more open. Just be more yourself. Because sometimes the people who try too hard to convince you of something do come off as fake. Like if you're like, no, I really am, blah, 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 blah. Actions speak louder than words. So you can use your actions to communicate a little more. But definitely this person isn't seeing you the way you want them to see you or how you see yourself, and you are going to want to do what you need to do to remedy that as far as this personal relationship goes. All right, pile 2. Pile 3. Ooh, 10 of Pentacles, 7 of Wands, full moon. Okay, this person thinks very, very highly of you. Very highly of you. The Ten of Pentacles is just abundance, beauty, having everything. They almost have you on a pedestal, honestly. They really look at you as a total package. And that's not how you see yourself, okay? You seem like you're a little self-conscious. You feel like you're always criticized. People are always thinking negatively of you. You're always under attack. You feel maybe either in general or that this person thinks differently of you in a negative light than what they really do, because they think you are just the bee's knees, all right? And I'm not sure why you're resistant to seeing this. I don't know if you have low self-esteem, and so it's hard for you to believe anyone thinks that way. I don't know if this person kind of keeps it close to their chest that this is how they're feeling and they're not exhibiting it. But with this surrender to the divine, which is your advice on how to move forward in this connection to make it what it is, I feel like you're being pushed towards this connection a little bit. And you have resistance for whatever reason. Maybe you don't feel ready. Maybe it requires some change. Maybe it requires you moving into a new phase in your life. But this is saying that this is a good connection for you, and you need to kind of accept that this is how they feel about you, and you need to stop fighting it. I hate to be so quick with this pile because the other piles were a little longer, but this is just so straightforward. I do think, like, deep down you sort of know or suspected they felt this way about you, and maybe that's why you came to this reading, because you want some confirmation if they're not overly verbal with it or demonstrative. But they think you're amazeballs, and you kind of need to accept it. It's a divine relationship connection for you at this point in your life, and there's a time and a place for everything and a reason for the season. So I'm not saying, this is a short reading, and I don't think energies can tell you what forever is anyway. So I'm not saying this is your forever soulmate. If this is a romantic connection you're checking on, but it's definitely something you are meant to experience right now. And they think the world of you, and you need to roll with it. Roll with it. All right, well, that is it for my mini pile readings. I hope it was helpful. If you want to comment anything about your situation below and how it appeared in this reading, I'd really appreciate it. I would love to get some feedback. If you want to comment, like I said, or like and subscribe, that'd be cool too. If you have different pick-a-card readings that you'd be interested in seeing, or you have a preference about this type of reading, you liked it, you didn't like it, put that. If you prefer these mini card readings that are quick, wham bam, thank you ma'am, and you want more of these ones, let me know. If you don't really prefer them, if you like the more in-depth ones, comment that. Just any feedback is appreciated. All right, everybody, have a great day.